Hello everybody, hello replay viewers and people watching on YouTube. I am Heather and I'm here for Nighttime Tales. I have got Pippin with me as usual, just chilling down here. I'm sure she'll pop in pretty soon. She usually gets excited when we start reading our stories and then likes to steal the show. I'll give it a minute or so to see if anyone would like to join live, and then we'll start our program. But today's theme is nursery rhymes, so we're going to be reading a couple books. The first one is all about Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but it's an extended story. It's classic nursery rhymes retold, so there's some cute cats in this. And then we're going to be reading some of the rhymes from this Mother Goose book, which is a classic collection of Mother Goose nursery rhymes. So there's lots of fun rhymes coming up today. And, excuse me, for our craft today, I'll show you what you will need so you can collect your supplies before we get started here. So we're going to be making this cute little moon and star craft, and so I've got my paper plate here. This is a mini paper plate. It's like a dessert size one, but you can use full size or whatever you have. I chose this one just because it was already colored blue. If you have white, then you'll want markers or paint as well to decorate your moon. You'll need some yellow paper, some string, a pencil, a black marker that will write on your plate to draw in your face, and some scissors. So that is the supplies that you will need, and we'll get started here with our hello song. I see we've got a couple live viewers, so if you're here watching, feel free to say hi in the comments and tell me the kids who are watching. Let me know. It's always fun to know. Oh, Olivia and Natalie are watching from work. That's cool. Hi guys. Good to have you on. So we're going to start with our hello song. We'll get our clapping hands together. Maybe Pippin will participate. We'll see. So it goes, bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quietly as we can. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loudly as we can. Hello! Hello! She's feeling snoozy today. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quickly as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slowly as we can. Hello. All right, a little participation by Pippin. She's seeming a little tired today. So we'll get started with our first book, which is going to be Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Oh, sorry, I just dropped the book on Pippin. Now she left. She's not having it today. Okay, so I'm flipping the screen around so that the words are right way forward for you. This is called Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Classic Nursery Rhymes Retold by Joe Radigan, illustrated by Carolina Farias. And we've got some cute little cats looking through the windows of the rocket ship. These cats are hanging off a balloon. They're sitting in a big sundae. They're flying through space. Some crazy cats. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. There's our classic nursery rhyme. Now it gets interesting. Kittens 1, 2, 3, and 4 marched right out of their cat door, but they loved to stare at Twinkle Star, but wished she wasn't quite so far. The 4 cats, there we are. Said silly kitten number 1, I know a way to have some fun. We'll build a rocket from this case and visit Twinkle up in space. Ooh, some creative cats. They're gonna build a rocket ship. The kittens planned and built their ship. They bought spacesuits for their trip. The rocket went up in the air, but then fell down next to a bear. Oh no, look at their tails all sticking up. Looks like they crash landed on an iceberg with a polar bear. Said silly kitten number 2, I know exactly what to do. We'll build a slingshot very big and get some help from our friend Pig. Don't know where this pig came from, but he's gonna help them. The slingshot flung them far and wide. We're almost there, the kittens cried. Will they make it to space this time? With their slingshot, they're up in the sky with the birds. But then they landed in a cake that 3 dogs made for their friend Snake. Oh no, poor Snake's cake got ruined. These dogs don't look too impressed. They look a little confused. Said silly kitten number 3, let's buy balloons bigger than me. They found some at the grocery store and had to squeeze them out the door. Look at their reflections in the silly balloons. Those are some nice big balloons. Do you think they'll be able to float all the way up to space? They launched themselves into the sky. The kittens all yelled, "Watch us fly!" The balloons went high, but soon they popped. With parachutes, the kittens dropped. They didn't make it, but good thing they planned with parachutes. Said silly kitten number 4, we can't do this anymore. Let's ask the star to come to us. She can take a spaceship bus. Oh, looks like they're gonna mail the star a letter here. And the cat's tongue, she's licking the envelope. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, said, that's okay, I have a car. She drove all day and drove all night. She came to Earth, and what a sight! That car looks a lot like an alien spacecraft. But how nice that the Twinkle Star is coming to visit. Twinkle Star showed up with a snack. The kitten said, oh, please go back. Oh no, we love you, but you're much too bright. Our sunglasses can't block the light. Look at, they're all wearing sunglasses. Well, it says the star brought a snack. I don't see what the snack is, but the star is very bright, it looks like. Twinkle, Twinkle went back home, feeling sad and all alone. The kitten said, we'll make this right. We'll sing to Twinkle every night. Kittens are sad too. They're dabbing their tears with their handkerchiefs. Twinkle, Twinkle loves her friends and hope the music never ends. They meow for days, for months, for years, and all the neighbors hold their ears. Twinkle, Twinkle loves her friends and hope the music never ends. Snake is wearing some earmuffs to block out their singing. Their little twinkle star is happy again. That was cute. So, our craft is kind of based off of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So, that's what we'll be doing later on. Pippin has still not fully involved herself in story time today. If any of you saw our interview on Strathmore Now website, I talked all about Pippin and how she is such a star of Nighttime Tales and just likes to insert herself in the program. But tonight she's really not doing that. She's just listening from afar, but she's still a good listener even if you can't see her on screen. So if you're here watching live, I see there's a few of you. Be sure to comment and say hello and let me know who's watching so I can give you a shout out. But next we're going to do our first yoga pose. So I think we'll do, let's see, think we'll try to do boat pose today, so that's this one. We'll see how it goes, and I know you won't be able to see me very well, but we're gonna sit on our butts like this and put our feet in the air like this, and we can hold our legs up, try to keep our knees as straight as we can, and balance ourselves on our butt. And now Pippin's going in. We'll take some deep breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Good job, everyone. It's good to do that one on something soft. I've got my blanket I'm sitting on, but even that isn't very thick for that pose because it hurts your butt a little bit. But do it on a pillow if you can. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about nursery rhymes. Ooh, we have hello from Nick. Nick is watching. Thanks for being here, Nick. Glad you're here. I'm going to talk about my favorite nursery rhyme, and I probably should have figured out what nursery rhyme was my favorite before I started this question, but let me know in the comments if you have a favorite nursery rhyme that you really enjoy. I'm trying to think. Twinkle Twinkle is probably one of my favorites just because I know it very well. But I also like fairy tales. They're not the same as nursery rhymes, but sometimes they rhyme and sometimes they're well known like nursery rhymes. So maybe I'll pick one after I read a few more from our Mother Goose nursery rhyme book. So that's our next book, and we will revisit what my favorite nursery rhyme is, if I can think of one. But if you have one, let me know in the comments what it is. Alright, again, this is called The Classic Collection of Mother Goose Nursery Rhymes, illustrated by Gina Beck. And I know that multiple authors wrote all of these different rhymes. So it looks like Appleseed Press book publishers got permission to publish them all in a book. We'll start here. Jack and Jill. Who knows this one? Looks like Jack and Jill are represented as beavers in this illustration. How cool is that? Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Then up Jack got, and off did trot, as fast as he could caper, to old Dame Dob, who watched his knob with vinegar, who patched his knob with vinegar and brown paper. So Jack got all fixed up after he broke his crown. There's his crown. There's Jill, her pail of water. Oh man. Okay, the next one is hot cross buns. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns. If ye have no daughters, give them to your sons. As you can tell, I'm not much of a singer. I'd rather recite these rhymes, because I know this one does have a tune, but I didn't know that. The Cat and the Fiddle. Oh, this is always a classic one. And look, there's even a dog down here, and the cat has its fiddle, and there's the cow. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. This is a good one for our craft too, because we're making a moon in our craft, as well as a star. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Well, goodness. These frogs. The house looks pretty cool. It's a pumpkin. 3 blind mice. We'll read a couple more here. 3 blind mice, see how they run? They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a thing in your life as 3 blind mice? Oh man, they look cute. They've got their little shades on. This one's got a walking stick. Looks like this guy's taking a grape, maybe. Humpty Dumpty, here's a good one. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. So there he is, as an egg, and sitting on his wall. Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick, Jack, jump over the candlestick. There's little Jack as a fairy, jumping over the candlestick. Peter Piper. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? That's a fun tongue twister one. Looks like Peter Piper is a raccoon in this story. Maybe we will just read these all. We've got only a couple more. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Where's the little boy that looks after the sheep? Under the haystack, fast asleep. There's the little boy's horn, but he's not taking care of the sheep right now. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, and down he ran. Hickory dickory dock. This page, there we go. Here's the one we know very well. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And the last one. Hush-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. Down will come baby, bough, cradle, and all. Oh, look at the baby is a baby owl, and the mommy owl is shooing to everybody. So those were some good rhymes in there. I liked all of those. I think my favorite is still Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Let me know what your favorite was, if it was one of those ones, or if you have another one that you really like. Just let me know. Okay, our next yoga pose we'll do, I think will be child's pose right here. So we're gonna lay on the ground and stretch our back out here for this one. We'll see if I can capture it in this angle, but we're gonna go on our knees and lean forward. Hello, Pippin. Now you're participating. And just rest like this, and we can put our head down as well, and we'll take some deep breaths. Breathe in and out, and in and out. Good job, everybody. That's a good one to stretch out the back. Okay, we're going to move on up to the table here and do our craft. So we'll put you up there. I'll get my craft stuff from down here. Now I have this note here to remind me to ask anyone who's watching if you do really like crafts. The library is looking for some drawings from kids, and we are going to put them in Christmas cards and send out the drawings to veterans who live in or around Strathmore, or the families of veterans. So if you would like to draw some artwork or write a special note to someone who has done many good things for our country, then please do that, and you can bring in your creations to the library. You can either bring them in while we're open, or you can put them in an envelope and put them in our book drop from outside. So if you want to create more art, please feel free to do that. You would make somebody's day very happy. So for our craft, we're going to be making this little moon guy with the paper plate and the star. So if you have a plain white paper plate, you can color it or paint it after we cut out our moon shape. Or if you have a colored paper plate, you can use that as well. I just chose this one because it was already colored. And you can also use a large dinner plate size plate if you prefer. So I'm just going to draw using my pencil a moon shape. There's his nose and his lips, and then over like this. I think I'll make that part more curved. So that's kind of my moon outline. So you can draw something like that. To make it easier, you can just draw a crescent moon shape and then add a nose and lips if you want. And then we're going to cut that out. So if you have a thick paper plate, you may need some help from an adult with this cutting. But you may also be able to do it yourself if your paper plate isn't too thick and hard to cut. So, depends what kind of plate you're using. There we go. That's my moon. And now at this point, if your plate is white, you can color it with markers or pencil crayons or paint it, whatever you have. You could also use the back side of your plate if you preferred, but because mine's colored, I'm going to use the front side. Now we're going to make the little star that will hang right here. So depending on the size of your plate, that's how big you'll make your star. So I don't want to make my star huge because then it won't dangle there very good, because we're going to dangle it from the tip of the moon. So we're just going to draw ourselves a star that is the size that we want, and I'm going to round off my star. I'm going to make the tips round, and that's just what I want my star to look like that. But you can make it a pointy star as well if you prefer. And then we're going to cut that out. There we go. Now, when we go to hang our star, we may want to tie the star to the string, or we may want to just put some tape on the back of our star. So depending what you're going to do, you could poke a hole in your star and tie the string to it. But I think what will be easier, for me at least, is to just tape my string to the back of my star. So there's my star. I'll put the pencil part on the back, and I'm going to cut a piece of string that will be the right length to hang my star from the tip of my moon, and I'm going to add some tape. So just need to find my tape. I think it's around here somewhere. Here we go. So that piece is a bit too big. I'll just cut it with my scissors, and I'm going to add tape to the back of my star, just like that. So now I can dangle it from the tip of my moon. I'm going to attach the other side of the string to the tip of my moon and just tape it there as well. I've got a little bit of tape hanging off the end, so I'll just trim the extra tape off. There we go. Trim some more there. And there we've got our star dangling from our moon. And now the final thing we can do is decorate our moon in any way we want. So So I'm going to just draw a face. The face on this moon has a view of the eyeball from the side. So I quite like that. I think I'll do that as well. So it's just 2 lines like this. And there's the eye. And I'll give it a pupil. And I'll give it a little smile. And you could outline this as well if you wanted, but I think I'll leave it like that. So there is my moon and my starcraft. And this, you could hang this whole thing in your window if you want, or hang it on your wall. It's a cute little nursery rhyme themed craft because there's moons and stars in many nursery rhymes, including Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So that is pretty much everything from my program. Oh, I just saw that I missed a comment that says, Evelyn says, hi, Heather. Thanks, Evelyn. She must be at the library right now, so that's pretty cool. Thanks for tuning in from the library, Ev. And I think I saw everybody else, but I had lots of viewers popping in and out, so thank you for everyone who could be here tonight to participate in Nighttime Tales. Apologies that Pippin wasn't very involved tonight. Oh, there she is. She's usually more involved, but she's looking pretty sleepy right now, so we'll just let her have her little rest down there. But thank you all so much for being here tonight. Just a reminder that there is no Nighttime Tales next week on November 11th because it is Remembrance Day, so there will be no Nighttime Tales next week, but then the week after that we'll be starting our final push before our Christmas break. And then, oh, thank you and good night from, that might be Nick again. Thank you and good night. So yes, no Nighttime Tales next week, but then we will be resuming the week after that. So as well, don't forget that you can feel free to make some drawings and bring them into the library or write nice notes that are meant for veterans and their families here in Strathmore. So hopefully we get a few of those in at the library as well, because we would love to spread some cheer to those people this Remembrance Day, and we'll also be sending them throughout the holiday season, so sending Christmas cards and stuff as well. So it can be Christmas themed, it can be Remembrance Day themed, or no theme, anything that you feel inspired to create. I'm sure they would love something personal, maybe a picture of your family, whatever it is you want to include. So thanks everybody again for being here, and we'll talk to you in 2 weeks. We'll see you later.